Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Heretic, Shadow of the Serpent Riders on a Black Plague difficulty for the PC. We're also doing all levels with a 1 star, and this is episode 5, mission 6, Colonnade. In the last video I mispronounced the name. I called it Colonnade. Oh well. What is a colonnade though? It's a row of columns supporting a roof, entablature, or arcade. And I also called it E5M6. Why is that? Because all the music in episode 5 is the exact same as episode 2. The order hasn't changed one bit. Lazy. But anyway, let's begin. Alright, so you start in this area with these wands and the ethereal crossbow. Yeah, this map's going to be interesting. Very interesting indeed. Just look at that top left right there. Now you look at that top left. We're gonna shoot once to reveal these fellas. Yeah, a lot of gargoyles are in this area and they will be alerted to your presence whenever you shoot. So what you can do is just L1 most of them down. They're mostly regular gargoyles. There's a few fire gargoyles, but that's okay. Because the regular gargoyles outnumber them, and they might even like body block some of your like hits and get some infighting going on, which will help you deal with these guys much easier than you normally would. Now, if all these guys were fire gargoyles, I wouldn't shoot at all. But yeah, opening this door will reveal golems, lots and lots of golems. There's some nitro golems up here. You would probably want to prioritize them before you get the regular golems if you're going up these stairways. Pick up these crystal vials if you lost any health. And don't be afraid to pick up these ethereal arrows too. And there's another stairway here, and just like the last time, prioritize the nitro golems before you focus on the regular ones. And you can go up here. You'll notice these undead warriors in these barred areas. We'll deal with them in a bit, but first we want to deal with these egg sacs, then deal with this undead warrior here in this lava area. And also deal with this undead warrior who's behind this like one-way mirror. And you can open it up by hitting it with any weapon you want. I use the staff to save ammo. I'm going to attack these undead warriors here. Now, you might get unlucky and have the other undead warrior there trying to shoot axes at you, but it's not too bad as long as you don't get hit by any red axes. There's another undead warrior here trying to shoot stuff at you in the same area, because this is a rather symmetrical map. I'll open this up with the staff like the other one and deal with this undead warrior. And now that he's dealt with, he might drop ethereal arrows, which is good. But now that they're dealt with, we can finally go into this area right here and deal with these other undead warriors. This place has the dragon claw, and these places have buttons you can press. And also, shooting that area will open this area up with the Disciples of the Sparrow, so just peek around them and get some pot shots in. You might even get some infighting action going on, which I will not complain about one bit. There's some nitro golems here too, so just deal with them with whatever weapon you want. And go where they were to pick up some goodies, including a ring of invincibility. Now pressing this button will lower this. Finally. And you'll want to lower it because it's an essential part of the level. You might notice all these egg sacs here, so just blow them up. Get some good use of that look down ability. If you're playing with the out mouse look. When you go down here, this area with all the Disciples of the Sparrow will open up. 4 areas for 4 disciples. 1 in each area, so just clear them out. Watch out for the purple beams of death, magic missiles, because they cast magic at the darkness. Because they are the darkness, I don't know. Just deal with them. I'm using the Dragon Claw. You can use whatever weapon you want. grates here. You can press it, and it'll reveal this area. Now, the yellow key is right here. You could try some cheeky ways to get it, but what I recommend you do is... Yeah, step here, and it will lower these areas down. This one has Chaos Device, and some Ethereal Arrows, probably, if the Undead Warriors drop them. This one has a Bag of Holding, and it has a button, which I didn't press. Or, no, I did. Never mind. Yeah, pressing that button is how you get the yellow key. And now we have the yellow key, we can go through the yellow door, and opening it will reveal this Nitro Golem, this Nitro Golem, this regular Golem, there's tons of Golems. We got plenty of Golems to go around. And plenty of Undead Warriors too. Just whittle them all down. When you kill them, you can grab this quiver of Ethereal Arrows, and more Undead Warriors will reveal when you get it. And I got hit pretty nastily by that red axe there. But that's okay, because we don't fall them. Here's a green door. There's two of them. But you don't want to go there just yet. You just want to open this area up. To reveal this area, and pressing it will lift this part up, I believe. Either that or just stepping in it. Going in here has more Golems, Nitro Golems, and the Gauntlets of the Necromancer. Our favorite. But yeah, I think we're done with this part. We didn't get a green key or anything, but we can go here to grab some goodies. Including Crystal Vial and a Quartz Flask. Ditto for here. And we can open this yellow door up. There are more Golems and Nitro Golems in here. What a shocker. I'm going to use one of the Quartz Flasks I got. Now you might notice these fire gargoyles. There's a Quartz Flask up there. We'll get to it later, but we'll deal with the fire gargoyles right now. Why not? Opening this up, you might notice more gargoyles. So I'm just going to deal with them right now. Another area, you can't open it, even though it's a red banner, because we're already in a red banner area. This has a Hell Staff. It's not a real secret, but it does open up later when you go down the stairway. Now, you'll probably need some light. Thankfully, there's a torch in this area with the Undead Warriors, and we can go back down here and deal with the Nitro Golems and all the other Golems and whatever decided to creep and crawl down here in this creepy area. But now that area is done, we can probably double check this area. Yeah, there are some buttons you may or may not have pressed. There is an area up there with the Mystic Urn, which we will get later on, but we just want to double check this area, make sure everything's all clear. Yeah. But now we press that button. You might expect something to rise up, but not this time at least. You can double check this area in case you haven't killed anything or all the things, or got all the things. You'll need the ammo, pretty much. What you can do now is deal with these golems here, these Nitro Golems. Thankfully, this isn't E5M6, so they're not all like ghostly golems or Nitro Golems. No, that comes later. Nah, it doesn't come later. But just watch out. Yeah, I know there's a button here, and I just remember where it is. It's right here. Yeah, it's rather out of the way, which is weird, but when you press it, that's how you get up here. So pardon me for not knowing it until now. Yeah, it's right here, which is right next to the door where you enter from, and it raises the stairway. Now when you go up here, there are a ton of like nitro golems and fire gargoyles. Not all of them are nitro golems. The ones in the like alcoves, or the balconies rather, are like nitro golems, so you want to deal with them. Otherwise they'll give you tons of pain. You can grab the Shadow Spear, but these barriers will lower when you try to grab them. You want to grab them when they're raising up, of course. You get a Tome of Power from this one. That fire gargoyle was really sturdy. But anyways, now that we're done with this area, at least in part, we can press this button here, which will lower this area. And when you do, watch out, because there's an Iron Lich here, and he just did a ton of damage to me with the flame attack, but at least he didn't kill me. Yeah, there's also Disciples of the Sparrow too, so watch out for them. And in fact, I'm just going to use the crossbow on him, so I can save ammo for the Lich. Because the Lich doesn't fly despite the fact that it's floating. Watch out for those fucking tornadoes. Shoot the Lich while it's in there. Make sure it's really good and dead. Now we can press the button again and go on this timed lift here. This Lich was guarding an enchanted shield, and these Disciples of the Sparrow were guarding nothing in particular, at least not yet. Now pressing this button reveals more Disciples and more goodies. So you want to deal with the Disciples that come out of these windows, and you'll probably want to press both these buttons again, because it'll lead to this area. And in fact, I think this area, you only need to press the button once to reveal it. So that's good. Anyways, you can go through either of these portals. I'm going to take the left one first, because they lead to different areas, but they both have the similar layout. Now, pressing that button there will lower all these areas in this like maze area with fire gargoyles in them. So deal with them all. Put them all down. You'll get a Mystic Urn as a reward, which is what we saw earlier, I believe. Now, you can open this up and go here to grab lesser runes. And when you step down here, these pillars will lower with these Disciples of the Sparrow, so watch out for them. You'll also need to lower these pillars down in this very specific way in order to get all the kills on this map. So yeah, this is where you kind of have to like go out of your way to kill enemies. And now, you can do the same thing again, except for the other portal. Just go through this other maze and find the button. And when you do, you'll get some more gargoyles, fiery or otherwise, and a lot of time bombs of the ancients. Now you can open this area up too, which will lead you to this area, which will lower down to send you to here, which has a fire gargoyle and a map scroll. And you can lower this lift back down when you're done with this area right here, and go back here to open this area up and go here. You can get the lesser runes from here too. And of course, like last time, these pillars will lower with more Disciples of the Sparrow. So watch out for them. I'm going to spam them to death with the lesser runes I found. So now we're done with this area, we can press this button with the cobweb and quickly go down here and go through this portal. It'll send you to this area, which was the exterior area, which we were in before, or out of before, in the like starting area. And we can get some good use of that Shadow Sphere here, and might as well get some Tome of Power use too. Why not? Tome up the crossbow. It's been a while since we had a proper crossbow toming. It's a strafe run here, or just regular run. Doesn't matter as long as you can get to these guys. Just get to them as quickly as you can. Pick up the items, including these lesser runes and quartz flasks and all the goodies. I think we might have missed them there, but that's okay. Just deal with this last guy, because I didn't deal with him earlier. Dropping down here will take you to an area with lots of ammo. Not too much, but it'll definitely help you get by. So just look around and go through this portal when you're done, and you can like double check this area if you didn't get it all or all the ammo that you wanted to get. One thing you can do is drop down here to get the quartz flasks and take the teleporter back and do the same for the other area, because you can't really get them from the starting area unless you're a filthy cheater and you jump. But anyways, we have the green key. What we want to do now is open the green door. And watch out for this area, because it is a hellhole. In fact, we could probably go back and deal with this place later. See if we got any infights going on. Opening this up will reveal a similar place. This place looks rather familiar, doesn't it? That's because it leads to the green area too, but in a different angle from a like balcony. Yeah, just deal with the undead warriors here. As I have been doing for the past while or so, I'm just going to spam Hell Staffs to deal with them and the fire gargoyles. I believe pressing this will, or will it? There's a way you can get up here, but I believe it may involve going through the other way. Yeah, I think it might involve some quirky traveling. Yep. Actually no. You want to go back up there. And what you want to do is go up here and open this part of the wall, which is rather normal compared to the rest, and you'll get this ammo here. Pardon me for not knowing that till now. Well, remembering it. But anyways, like the other green door, you can go down here and open this one too. They both lead to the same area, so there's not too much of a point unless you want to like keep both these doors open. They'll be permanently open, so you can go through both of these and take some pot shots if you really need to. Yeah, going through this watery area has a lot of nitro golems. You can get up here by a rather specific method by pressing this button and climbing up here. Just watch out for these nitro golems. They might get the drop on you if you're not careful. And when you go up here, this area with the Disciples of the Sparrow will reveal too, so watch out for them. And in fact, you can probably get some good use out of having both of these doors open. I'm gonna spam the Hell Staff as I run around this level and just like shoot at them. Try not to get too hung up on the architecture. But if you do, you'll get hit, like I did. Don't get hung up on the Disciples too. Hopefully you saved up the quartz flask for such an occasion like this, where endless amounts of purple fucks will try to judge your every movement. So deal with them all, with whatever means you see fit. You can use the Dragon Claw, the Hell Staff, the Ethereal Crossbow. You can even use the Elven Wand on them. I wouldn't recommend using the staff, but you can use the Gauntlets of the Necromancer, which you got earlier in this level. But anyways, now we dealt with all the Necromancers, or not the Necromancers, the Disciples, or Wizards. We can go up here, and it appears that Golem just died? I heard a death sound. I guess one of them got in an infight, but anyways. We can double check these areas, including this part right here, because both of these are like symmetrical, and they both lower whenever you press that switch. You might notice this golem up here, deal with him, and when you step up here and press this button, it'll have a lift for you. But when you go up the lift and press this golem will appear, and pressing this button will lower an area, I believe, over there, which has the blue key. So we can go over and get it, which is what we're going to do right now. But watch out, because when you get the blue key, yeah, you hear him, Iron Lich. So while we still have ammo, we're going to use the Dragon Claw, the hit scan Harrium, and fly up here. Well, that's okay. That's okay. Flying up here is good, because I can get the Phoenix Rod. If you want to keep the Lich alive and go up here the hard way, you can just grab the Phoenix Rod from there, because it'll lower once you like climb up the this part right here, I believe. But now the Iron Lich is dead. I'm going to see if it dropped anything. It was guarding a bag of holding and a switch here, which will be useful to lower this down. So in case you want to be ballsy and avoid the like tornadoes and the Iron Lich and everything, you can probably press that button to lower this down. It lowers temporarily, and that goddamn tornado was still alive, so I had to like get blown away by it. You might have noticed we didn't find any secrets yet, but we did find the Wings of Wrath, and we can use those. But this area opens up later on in the level, and comparatively it's kind of a cakewalk, but if you get hit by any of the enemies here, just take the quartz flask and the crystal vials. Dropping down here will take you to the place where the silver shield was, and get you some extra projection for the other area, which is rather symmetrical to this one. Just go through here, deal with the fire gargoyles. Dropping down here will give you a morphobum, which is almost redundant at this point, but what you can do is open this up and use it on this guy. Yeah, screw him. But now we go into the exit area. I believe these areas will have opened up, and you can go in here. I'm going to use a Ring of Invincibility since I haven't gotten any good use out of it, to grab this extra Ring of Invincibility. Yeah. Bonus ring. I'm going to go in here and just like time bomb this guy to death. Yeah. When you really hate someone. I'm going to use the Wings of Wrath too. You can use them whenever you want in the level if you missed any of these areas, but I believe we're done with the Colonnade. Yeah, those two areas that open up late on in the level are the only secrets. And they open whenever you get to the end area. So they're kind of useless if you're doing a one-star playthrough, but I did like this level. I really like the architecture of it, and like the whole layout, and like the area that it's like in the middle of the like map, the like central points with all the columns and the like chandeliers. It's beautiful, and it's even more beautiful with the Lights PK3 mod I'm using. But it also looks good in vanilla and chocolate, and basically unmodded Heretic. But now we're done with the Colonnade, we can go to the Fetid Manse, which we will do in the next video, but until then, toodaloo.